Hello and welcome to my first Christmas vlog. So in this video, my sister invited me to North Park, which is a very popular mall here in Dallas. And usually around Christmas time, there's a lot of cute little events. And you just saw those students playing. I actually played here when I was a student a long time ago. I used to play my violin. The reason I recorded our trip here is because I haven't been to the mall during Christmas time in a very long time, probably pre-COVID, and it felt so nostalgic to see all the decor, all the shops decorated for Christmas, and it was so much fun to spend time with my sister, and her boyfriend was also there, and he was super fun. They were both super great, and my sister knows how much I love the Italy cream puff, so she got me some to try, and her boyfriend got me a little Italian coffee, so that was super fun, and it was decorated so pretty. We took some pictures, and during this time, I was still unemployed, searching for a job, and I was a little stressed out because Christmas was coming up and I didn't have any presents kind of prepared. I mean, I made some, which you'll see at the end of the video, but I still felt kind of bad that I didn't have any money for that many presents. So this was a really good pick-me-up, and I really appreciate my sister taking me to my favorite place. I love all the beautiful things that they have in Italy. All the desserts, the pizza, the cheese, the pasta, the breads. It's beautiful. If I could come here every day, I would. But this was a really, I would say, pivotal moment for me in the month because I was just not feeling so good. But it makes a difference to be surrounded by like beautiful artisan things with people who like genuinely cared about me, and still do, obviously. But yeah, and they both knew at this point I had gotten some rejections, which I was like, getting rejected from a job is always, it does something to your brain. It's just so sad. About a week after we took this trip, I ended up getting an offer from a job that I really wanted, which was pretty great, and I start pretty soon, and I'm very excited for that, and I hope that this job is going to be like long term, and by next Christmas I'll have so much money. Well, I don't know about that, but enough that I won't have to worry about Christmas like I did this year. And I think this trip was kind of special because it got me thinking about nostalgia in a good way, which I know you're thinking like, isn't nostalgia like always good? But in the previous weeks before this, the only way I can like experience what I was feeling is like scary nostalgia, like horrifying nostalgia, cosmic horror nostalgia. And I guess an example of it would be like, what if all the things that you experienced like that were nice and I guess homely feeling, I guess, I don't know how to explain it, like you just don't get to experience that ever again. And I don't know why, I'm just like, I'm the kind of person that if something's not in front of me anymore, then it's gone. So I think that contributed to the scary nostalgia feeling, because I was like, well, I haven't experienced this in a long time, so it must not ever happen again. I will never experience Christmas joy ever again. So coming here was like, no, Christmas joy still exists. Here's all the cute stuff that happens during Christmas. Here's all the fun little things you get to see. So that was interesting. I don't think I'd ever experienced scary nostalgia before, but if you have experienced it, let me know, because I googled for like 10 minutes and I couldn't find anything on scary nostalgia. There's not a name for it, I guess. So with experiencing the scary nostalgia for the first time in human history, I kind of wanted to talk about like normal nostalgia versus the scary nostalgia, because I think that they have something, like they have a lot to do together. I think it's like a weird mindset thing, and I know how that sounds, but I think it is like kind of mindset and approach, I guess, like strategy. So I kind of want to talk about that because it was very interesting, because I think there's a way to turn scary nostalgia into like normal fun nostalgia, or just like turn off the nostalgia altogether and just like be present, I guess. So I wrote down what I'm going to officially define as scary nostalgia, and it's wanting to return to a place that will never exist again, and I didn't know the last time I felt that way would be the last. So that's that one. And nostalgia is just like fond memories from old times or whatever. I know, you guys know what nostalgia is, whatever. So what I think triggers normal nostalgia is like just looking back at family pictures, coming to the mall during Christmas, just like normal stuff like that kind of reminds you of good, simple times. But then I think scary nostalgia, it needs a special set of circumstances. That's just my game theory anyway, but for me at least, I'm graduated, I don't have like extracurriculars anymore, anymore. There's not like a yearly thing to do, I guess, that's like built into the schedule. It's stuff that I have to go out and do it, but I don't know what I like. I just kind of show up and things would happen as a kid, you know? Like I feel like that's for all kids. So being a young adult, you kind of have to find a way to recreate the magic for yourself. And it's not ever really going to be the same, where you show up and cool things will happen unless you pay a lot of money to go to a show or a concert, whatever. But I think it's interesting to see what my preferences are, like what I want to happen during the holidays that I can recreate within my means. Like later on, you're going to see in the video, I created something that I hope will last my family many, many years. And what I made them was Christmas stockings. And the reason why I chose Christmas stockings in particular is because we have some and they're fine. It's just that we don't really stuff them anymore with things. And I thought that that would be a fun, inexpensive thing to kind of encourage and look forward to. Like I would point at everyone's stockings like, these are kind of empty, someone should put some candy in here or something. And I thought that would be super fun, and it paid off. I think that really made a difference in the mood. I think that it was a really good idea, and I want to try even more stuff next year. I think this was a great way to combat the scary nostalgia, because I wasn't thinking about nostalgia like at all after I made them. Like now that I think about it, I wasn't reminiscing. I was very present when it was happening. I can remember it very well. I wasn't sad. I was very proud and excited that got to happen for the holidays. It made me feel like a real family member, I guess. And I think I say that because I feel like everyone wants to feel like they're useful, like they have value. And obviously everyone has value, and value isn't like something dumb, like whatever, like shallow things, but I feel like I was already valued for just being a sister and a daughter, but it feels good that I know that I'm valued and to be reminded of it in a way that I kind of put together. I put that whole thing together, and I was kind of like leading the charge on getting stocking stuffer things, and it really helped with that feeling, like wanting to feel useful and valued. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I got this idea because I have been looking at my sister, the one who invited me to the mall, and she's doing this flawlessly. I don't know what's going on in her head, but it really looks like that she is taking confident steps forward in like being an adult. She has all these like little traditions that she does. She is curating like all her days perfectly, and it's very inspiring to me. Like it makes me want to do stuff like that myself. So I have made the thoughtful decision to copy my sister. I'm gonna copy her. Everything she does, I'm gonna do. She's so independent, she won't even notice. I actually started playing with those Legos in the video because she started playing with them. I'm just gonna start copying her because she's so silly. And before anybody comments that this is maybe not a good idea to copy her, she copies me all the time. I start saying funny little phrases and she starts saying them. So this is just thermodynamics or something. Third law of thermodynamics. I copy her, she copies me. It's a cycle of life, baby. I'm really happy to have sisters that know more than me because they've experienced life at a different pace than I have. And when I was younger, I really wanted an older sister, but I'm the oldest, and life happens, stuff gets switched around, and they did things faster than me, like having their own traditions and their own like things that they like to do, like favorite restaurants, favorite clothing stores, stuff like that. It takes a lot of pressure off, honestly, that I can go to them and say, hey, what do you know about this thing? What do you know about savings accounts? Help me out. And honestly, like, it's so nice. It's funny too. I like it. I like how things have kind of evened out, I guess. And they never made me feel like I was learning too slow, or because I can't do certain things that I'm not as mature as them or whatever. Never felt that way. And I'm very thankful for that. I think this year I am the most thankful for my family, my sisters, my stinky sisters. They've helped me a lot with not feeling that scary nostalgia anymore. So, hello there. It's been about 3 weeks since I recorded the last voiceover, and a lot of stuff has happened. I started my job, I got paid today, I paid off some stuff I needed to pay off, and yeah, things are I mean, things are kind of crazy in like the big open world, but in my little world, things are getting better, which is always good. But before I talk about my job, I have to say, I was thinking about Hobonichi planners for like the majority of 2024, and I was so sad because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get one because there's so much money. I showed the Hobonichis available to me like in person and super expensive. I showed them in the first vlog, and so I was like, ugh, I'm just gonna not have a cute little planner like everyone else. And then I went to Daiso, and if you don't know, Daiso's kind of like a Japanese dollar store kind of. They have things around like $1, $2, $3, and they have like super cute stuff. I love going in there, especially when they do like regular rotations so I can see all the new stuff. And so I found a planner. It's like a brown little like craft cardboard looking planner, and it's dated, which I like. And if you're watching this like still in January 2025, I would highly recommend this. Honestly, February, like whatever, it's only like $2. So this planner, it's just like the Hobonichi planner. Like it has the year plan and it has the months at a glance kind of thing, and it's so nice. And honestly, I think I like this one more because each week is on one page, and I'll show pictures of it, and it's just like I get to enjoy it a little bit more, but it still goes by fast, so I can like keep things changing. But it changes like I can change the layout every 2 weeks if I want to, like with stickers and stuff, and it's just so nice. And I think the thing I like about it the most is that it was $2, and honestly the pages are not that great, but I kind of like that. Like the page, I use a fountain pen, and the fountain pens use a lot of ink, and I know the Hobonichis are like famous for their ability to have, like, if you use a fountain pen you can use it and not have it be like super inky. And this one, it kind of bleeds if you just like press in one space for too long, and there's a lot of ghosting, but I kind of really love that. It makes it feel like super low pressure. It makes it feel like very used and lived in. And also, because of the way that the pages are, the left side is always going to be like ghosted, and then the right side is going to be all clean and new and stuff, and it's kind of exciting that way. It's kind of exciting to have that like new week to look forward to in like the little things, you know what I mean? So loving this planner, and I got to use some stickers I got from Daiso. They're so cute. So yeah, I think this year I'm starting it off very prepared, like I have my new planner and I really like it, and I'm keeping up with it, and with my new job. So speaking of my new job, obviously I can't give specifics, but it's pretty good. It pays all right, and the people there have been amazing. I think this is like my favorite job that I've been to so far. The things that I get to do, the people I get to work with, and also earlier I was talking about my sister's boyfriend. He works with me, and I think it's so nice to have somebody there that's looking out for me, like always. Like he stops by sometimes I go say hi, sometimes he comes says hi, and it feels perfect. The only thing that I'm struggling with a little bit is learning, because there's a lot to learn. It's really in depth. It's one of those like artisan jobs, like something that over the course of many years I will learn more and more about it. And it's also like pretty labor intensive, I would say. So there's also getting used to that. So hopefully it's long term. A lot of jobs have like trial periods or whatever, so I guess that's what I'm in right now. So I'm trying to make a good impression. I'm trying to, learn lots. So I'm excited to become like a professional in this field, because this field is something I did not go to school for at all. I went to school for art and business, and this is, I guess I could use it in this, but it's not something that I knew much about going into it. So this will be fun, and I get to try a lot of things. It's like a food job, so I get to try a lot of like fancy things, so that is very exciting for me. And another thing I'm really excited about for this job is that like I have a regular income flow. So now I can save for things like things for my studio. My studio is just my bedroom, but I want to make some upgrades for it so I can do more things. Like in this part of the video, we're doing some sewing, and my area to sew is so small. It's so teeny tiny, and I have to move my printer, my Cricut, all that stuff. It's so annoying. So I think what I want to do is make some upgrades for my room. Like right now, I have a queen bed, and I really only sleep on half of it, so I would like to, I wouldn't say downgrade, but just like get a twin instead. I think that would be a smarter use of my space. But if I used the other side of the queen bed as well, then maybe I would reconsider. But I really only sleep on one side of it, so that would be nice, getting a twin bed, because then I can put things under there. Like with my queen bed, the frames on the side of it, like the wood panels, it prevents me from putting anything underneath, which is kind of terrible. So there's like all that's wasted space. So first of all, twin bed, and with a really good mattress, because I'm scared of fiberglass. I don't know if you guys have seen, but on TikTok everyone's like, there's fiberglass in my mattress, and I'm like kind of terrified of that because my mattress is very old. I think my mattress, like, we got it in 2008, so I don't know if fiberglass was like such a big concern back then because I was 8 years old. But either way, I'm gonna be very careful on what mattress I get. If you have any recommendations for twin mattresses available in the US that don't have any fiberglass in it, let me know, because I'm doing a lot of research, but I would love to hear like first hand opinions. And so getting the twin bed, I feel like I'll be able to fit my bookshelf, that it's like one of those IKEA bookshelves that you can lay vertically or you can lay horizontally. Right now I have it vertically because that's all I have space for, but I think with a twin bed I'll be able to fit the bookcase horizontally, and then I can move my Cricut and printer onto there, and then my tables will be free to sew or do any kind of crafts that I want, like paint or whatever. So that would be really, really epic, and I can't wait for that to happen. And another thing that I kind of want is one of those tables that like the table can extend with like flaps, I guess. I don't know if any of you guys have seen those kind of tables, but it seems like a really good use of space. Like if I want to sew like a quilt or something, then I can just set the sewing machine in the middle of it where the main support is, and then on the sides I can like lay the fabric there or whatever supplies I have. It just seems like a really good idea. So yeah, I think I'll take a video of my room like when I start this process, because right now the paycheck that I got, it was okay. It was enough to pay off some things that I needed to do, pay for the PO box that I use for my shop, things like that, pay some bills. Don't have that much left of it, but the next paycheck, hopefully I'll have a little bit more, because I was kind of, catching up. Being unemployed is expensive, I will say that. So I think that'll be like a fun progression of things, something I'm very excited about. So that's pretty much it for the job stuff right now, but I'll continue to update vaguely. So in the clips we've been watching, this was like basically the process for the stockings that I made. This one went to my littlest sister. I ended up making only 2. I'm gonna make my mom's sometime this year because I kind of missed it because I was applying for jobs and doing interviews and a lot of cray stuff. So yeah, it turned out pretty good. It's so cute and everybody loved them, and they got stuffed, like a lot of candy, a lot of snacks, a lot of little things. So I will consider this a success, and I don't know, I think I want to sew more things this year, but probably like I'll record it in a different way. I think it'll be more artsy next time. And I'm really excited to watch this vlog next year, or I guess at the end of this year, to see what's changed, to see if my vlog style has changed. Whatever my vlog style is, I think that'll be a fun thing to look back on. Okay, bye!